experts, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About Sex, Baby, where we have frank and open discussions about sexuality as it touches you as individuals, culturally, politically, health aspects, issues on morality, and enlightenment and spirituality. We have a wonderful show for you this evening. Our guests are Lady Gorjus, who will be gracing us on the microphone, seducing us with her erotic poetry. Professional chef Marianna Hightower, who will be demonstrating a delectable dessert that's sure to ignite your passions. And Stretch from Stretch 'em Out Entertainment. So without much further ado, join me in welcoming Stretch to the studio. Our topic today is swinging, swapping, and orgies. Oh my. Hot one. Stretch, how are you this evening?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great.
You look nice.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
So for our audience, can you explain what swinging is? We get very basic here.
Swinging is the lifestyle that's been going on for centuries. Basically what it is you and your significant other, whether it be a male or female, attending parties with other swinging partners and engaging in sexual activities. It's becoming more acceptable in the African American community, and it's picking up steam mainstream. You know, recently they had a couple of big name talk shows that have talked about on their shows. Oprah had talked about it on the show last year. CNBC had a segment on it, and then Ricky Lake had something about it earlier this week. So.
Right, I see that it's gaining more acceptance in our community, and that's quite interesting. So what inspired you to open up a swing club?
Well, the swing club we have is called Brown Sugarr. That's sugar with 2 R's. Mm-hmm. It was something that I had been attempting to do for a number of years. It was mainly because I wanted to have African Americans be the majority and not the minority in the swing lifestyle. Over the years that I've participated in it, it's always been primarily whites, then some Asians, some Latinos, and just a sprinkle of blacks. So over the years, as it became more accepted and not so much of a taboo, and people are just expressing themselves sexually all around the world. So it became an opportunity for me to bring out Brown Sugarr and introduce it to the world.
So in your parties, what's your ratio of married couples versus single individuals attending?
Well, we cater primarily to couples and single ladies. We have a few select single men to try to balance it out, but we're not a brothel, so it's primarily for couples and single ladies. Now, the couples that are married are actually outnumber the singles. Yeah.
That's great.
And surprisingly, it's the women that are pushing the swing lifestyle. You know, more women are involved than the men, surprisingly.
Married women, are you talking about?
No, just women, period,
Single
in general.
women. Okay.
Just women in general, married and single.
Yeah, there's a school of thought out there that says that swinging is healthy for the marriage, for married couples. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely, absolutely. I feel that it allows both the men and women to live out fantasies without going behind each other's back. You know, at a swinging party, especially at Brown Sugarr, you're able to indulge either with your significant other, with a multitude of men and women, openly, freely. You know, so there's no desertion there. You know, there's no hidden agendas.
Right.
But you have to have a healthy relationship first. You know, you can't go into this and you already have problems in your relationship.
Right. So it doesn't, if you have a jealousy issue in the relationship, you wouldn't suggest that this would be the type of lifestyle that a married couple would.
Not at all. Not at all. Because if you already have problems, this is going to create more problems for you. You know, and with the swinging lifestyle, you know, you try not to have any drama to come about. You know, you want everybody to come in, have a good time, enjoy themselves, and then go home.
What does one of your parties look like? Do you have specific rooms set aside for group sex? Are there private rooms available for those who want to be a little more discreet, if you can say that that's discretion, being in a swing lifestyle?
Well, actually, with the parties that we have in Brown Sugarr are in private residence in the hills, in the Bay Area hills. And it's set up so that it's a little bit different because, you know, I've been in the lifestyle for over 20 years. I've seen a lot of different layouts. And the way we have ours is we have it set up where you have more of a party atmosphere. Okay, it's a two-story residence. It's a party atmosphere on the first floor. You have a bar, you have 2 fireplaces, you have like a dance floor, we have videos down there. And people are basically entertaining themselves. You know, it's like a mixer. You know, they show up, they talking, they conversating, they getting to know each other. And throughout the night, when you start feeling more comfortable, you see somebody that you like, you know, you ask them. You know, we have house rules that you have to oblige by. We have a 0 tolerance. We do not serve any hard alcohol. And fellas, the reason why we don't serve hard alcohol, contrary to popular belief, alcohol will impede your performance. How nasty can I get on here?
You can go right ahead.
Okay.
Just get fully.
Listen up, gentlemen. When you have a house full of wanting and willing women that are there for you to enjoy, the last thing you need is have limp dicks walking around. You know what I'm saying? It has happened. Not to me, but it has happened. So we don't serve any hard alcohol because we want everybody to be at their best. You know, we call it the A game. You know, I don't need to have women coming to me, Stretch, what's wrong with all these men here? You know, it's too much pressure. So we don't serve any hard alcohol. We do serve wine, beer, juice, water, sodas, things like that. Now, the other thing that we make different for Brown Sugarr than any other parties, and I learned this, we're going to Brazil. Fellas, if you've never been to Brazil, please go, please go. Upon entering the residence, everybody, men and women, first thing you do is you will receive a garment bag. And for everybody to come in, you will remove your street clothes, put on, the ladies always have their sexy wear on, lingerie, negligee, silk robe, something like that. They put their clothes, their street clothes in the garment bag, and it's numbered, and it's you get a wristband with a dog tag on the end to match the number on the garment bag. For the fellas, we like to keep them uniform. Most men don't bring their sexy attire. You know, we ask them to bring pajamas or lounge pants or something. Most of them do not. So we provide resort robes and spa slippers for the men. It's all in white. And the ladies appreciate that, you know, because over the years, you know, they've come to me and like, you know, we got our sexy on. The men are looking at us, But the men, they got on the jeans, they got on the t-shirts. You know, for them to get in a sexy wear.
Don't provide any visual interest, right?
Exactly. You know, and we are a visual creature.
Right.
You know,
exactly.
so, you know, and also what it does is it eliminates that awkward moment as to when do I take off my clothes. You know, so by getting that out the way, now you're already there. You know, now you can relax and really enjoy a conversation with somebody.
That is quite interesting. I had a thought in mind about performance anxiety. Do you think that's ever an issue when you're not really emotionally connected to your partners there? Do you feel that performance anxiety even plays a part when you're in a situation like that?
It happens. It happens. And I think because you're in a room with other people, that has something to do with it. It's a mental blockage.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's a mental blockage, you know. The rooms that we don't have it set up where you can have a private room or anything like that. We only have 3 rooms that's available for everybody to participate in. So we keep it open door policy. We have it. We actually setting the room. We got the room set up in a '70s style with the door beads hanging off the door and the lava lamps and all that. Anybody got any old school velvet pictures? I need those. I need those. You know? Yeah. So you know, with the glow in the dark nipples. You know, I need those, man. But yeah, we set it up real nice, you know, and people are appreciative of how relaxed the atmosphere is.
Right.
So to try to combat that, you know, we make it real easy for them. But you know, sometimes men being competitive as we are, we try to outdo one another. You know, because you got the next brother right next to you doing his thing and wailing away, and you know, you're standing there, you know, kind of twiddling your thumb and playing with the tip of your head, and nothing happened. So, don't laugh.
Great. So I'd like to open the floor up to the audience to see if there are any question and answers or questions from the audience. Are there any questions from the audience?
Yeah, I got a lot of questions.
All right, would you step up and can we give this person the mic?
Yeah, my name is Leroy Barnett, and I have a lot of questions. So I raised them in the order that I want to select them. And the first question is, he mentioned that this whole setup involves couples, and I'm assuming that they're married or they're in a committed relationship.
Yes.
And we got the single women.
Yes.
Now, see, I'm a single man, so I'm trying to figure out how can I hook up with the single women so that I can come with them and be a couple. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to come as a single man, but it sounds like it's a lot of ladies, and they might need, you know, I might be needed in the vicinity.
Well, you would have to actually find someone prior to coming to the party.
Okay.
Yeah, so somebody that you may know, or...
Oh, so the ladies, they're exclusive to the party? I mean, who are they and what,
No,
you know?
see, everybody, one of the things that we're not open to the public. You know, you have to be invited, either by myself or someone else that works with me in my organization, or somebody that has been to one of the parties. Okay. You know, so we keep it exclusive for discretionary purposes. You know, it's still got a little bit of a taboo within the African American community.
Yeah.
So we're not trying to put everybody's business out there, you know. So we don't make it publicly promoted. We don't.
Okay.
So if you know of anybody at the church, and I'm just kidding, but if you know anybody that that are in the lifestyle, and you'd be amazed. You know, you can start up a real general conversation about swinging. You'd be amazed at how many people are actually curious, or have been to one, or is looking to go to one, but don't know where to find it. And then, you know, you contact us via the email, and somebody from our staff will give you a call, do a phone screening.
Yeah.
You know, and basically the phone screening is just to check you out because you are being invited to a private residence. We want to make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into. We kind of get a feed on you, get a vibe from you, just as you're gonna get a vibe on us, and then we bring you in if everything goes well. We only have 30 to 40 people that comes to our parties every month. So
Okay, so it sounds like it's really exclusive then.
very exclusive.
Okay, okay. All right, well, thank you, man. Appreciate the information.
I thought you had a bunch of questions, man.
I do, man, but I ain't trying to hog the mic, man. I ain't trying to be a star.
Ain't nobody behind
It
you?
sounds like
Ain't
you
trying
must
to be a
get
star
put
tonight.
on. So that raises a question. How can they contact you?
Well, we have email information called info@Brown Sugarr, that's sugar with 2 R's, @gmail.com.
Okay, cool. That's enough for me. That's enough information, man.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate
Thank
that,
you,
brother.
Leroy.
Anybody else? Because we open it to the flow. You know, it's like altar call or something. Not quite, but we are.
And we have our next question from a lady from the audience.
Yes, my question is, as a newcomer, if I were to come, what is your atmosphere like and what would make me comfortable and want to come to your establishment?
We set it up for like a party atmosphere, like an old school backyard barbecue. You know, we have, as I mentioned earlier, we have a bar that serve wine, beer, water, juice, soda. We don't serve hard alcohol. 2 fireplaces. We have board games to break the ice, to get people involved. Card games. These are all sexual card games, sexual board games, to create a fun, friendly atmosphere.
So as far as if you want to be intimate with someone, what is that setting like?
You choose. You're not obligated to.
No, I mean like the rooms, like is there a bed?
Oh yeah.
Are there blankets?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you have a bed, you have, it's really set up real nice. You have scented candles, you have movies, pornography movies being played in each room. It's set up really romantic.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, damn, it did sound romantic. Exciting. Is there a difference between swinging and swapping?
Some say there is. I don't think so. If you're having sex with someone else, you're swinging. You know, I mean, it's the same thing as an orgy. An orgy can be 2 or more, in my opinion, 2 or more couples. Mm-hmm. You know, you don't have to have a dozen people or half a dozen people in order to consider it an orgy. Mm-hmm. You have the soft swaps, where apparently there's belief that it's more acceptable if I don't engage in intercourse.
And that's a soft swap?
Yeah. If you don't engage in intercourse, that's supposed to be a little bit more accepted. Why play around with it? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Go all the way.
Go all the way. You know? So enjoy yourself. Have fun.
Sounds very interesting, and thank you for that whole explanation. If you would kindly let the audience know how they can get in contact with your organization for those out there who may be interested in participating.
Absolutely. You can go to info@Brown Sugarr, that's sugar with 2 R's, @gmail.com. Leave your name, your phone number, all your contact information. Someone will get in contact with you within 24 hours.
So we're going to continue the heat rising, and we have a special guest for you. We have Lady Gorjus, who's going to titillate us with her erotic poetry. Stand by for that. All right, sexperts, I have another treat for you. Tonight we have Lady Gorjus, who's going to arouse us with her sexual words and erotic poetry. Lady Gorjus, I'm handing it over to you.
Thank you. Hi. The title of my poem is called Nectar. Nectar inspires images of juice, so sweet, so inviting. You savor the taste all the time, igniting the senses of your tongue. As you language in its complex sensations, you admire the sweet meat from whence it comes, the tantalizing flesh so full of vigor. Nectar. As you delve into the ripe flesh and the juice slowly seeps into your tongue, you roll the tiny piece of fruit in your mouth and you gently suck it until the flavor's gone. Then you go back to the fruit of its origination and you begin again, thinking that this juice, so sweet, so inviting, you savor the taste all the time, igniting the senses of your tongue. As you hold it in your hands and the flesh begins to quiver, as you decide just what spot to deliver, that next sweet bite just so motherfucking right. This shit here is just right. You see, this juice, this nectar is so sweet and inviting. You savor the taste all the time, igniting the senses of your tongue. You close your eyes and you let your feelings flow as you handle your business and just let go. All of the inhibitions and decisions clouding your judgment and preventing you from reaching that ultimate motherfucking climax. Whew, shit. You see, this juice, this nectar, so motherfucking sweet and so motherfucking inviting. You savor your taste all the time, igniting the senses of your motherfucking tongue. And then you taste it and you slurp it and you eat it until it's gone. That's my nectar, y'all. Thank you. My next piece is called Admit. You see, some women won't admit what they like to do. But baby, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I will fuck the shit out of you. With the right motivation and the perfect situation, we can take this here to heights of new elation. You see, I'm in tune with me and I want you to be too, because this ain't no joke about what we're about to do. You see, this is natural act of communication is nothing to find shame in. It was what we were all made in. You simply cannot come to be without first encountering the natural bliss that becomes involved with all of this. You see, ladies, it's up to you what you want him to do. And I advise you to come in tune with you and make sure he knows what it is that you want him to do. You see, I love me and you'll love me too if you care and think about what it is that you do. See, if you assume all pussy is the same, then I'm sorry, boo. We can only be friends. You see, because you don't know what it takes to make this pussy purr until we have the conversation and I tell you what to do with her. I revel in my difference and I think I'm unique. I'll tell you about your touching and stroking me and I damn sure tell you what I think. Because baby, you have no idea how good this pussy can be. You'll know the conversation is successful when and if I come all over you. Until then, this is a process and I hope you're up for the process. Because you see, some women don't have the guts to tell you what they like to do, but baby, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I will fuck the shit out of you. Thank you.
All right, sexperts, we have another treat for you. We have aphrodisiac foods that are good for the libido here, and with me is personal chef Marianna Hightower, and she's going to be demonstrating on how to do a delectable dessert that's good for your libido. So Marianna, what do we have here?
All right, well, we're going to call this Orgasm in a Cup.
Orgasm in a cup.
Yes. We're going to take some fresh strawberries and lay them down at the bottom of a phyllo cup, which you can bake in the oven. And then take some brown sugar peaches. It's just brown sugar, peaches, and a lot of butter.
Butter.
I love butter. So the peaches are the aphrodisiac, strawberries are the aphrodisiac. This little sauce is the juice from the peaches. And you're going to do this in just the layers. And then we have a cherry and ginger sauce, which the cherry and the ginger are the aphrodisiac there. And you just take some frozen red cherries, some orange juice, orange zest, and ginger, and cook it down. Then you have chocolate, which is everybody's favorite.
Simply orgasmic. Oh, wow,
And
that
then
looks good.
here we have honey almond clusters, which the honey and the almonds are the aphrodisiac. And almonds are actually thought to be a fertility nut. And then, yeah, there you go.
Wow, and that was simple and easy. You know, feed that to your significant other and get the fires roaring up.
A lot more than fire.
Exactly. So I know you're a chef and you're starting your business, and this looks great. How can a person get a hold of you? You have contact information?
Yes, I do. You can email me at benforlife, which is BEN, the number 4, LYFE @gmail.com.
Great. So we have a special treat for the audience because Marianna has actually made a few of these for us to taste.
Yep.
Thank you, Marianna.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome. So that concludes our talk show this evening. And in closing, I want to thank everyone that has made this talk show, Let's Talk About Sex, possible. You, my audience, my guest, my production crew, the wonderful people here at Club Rendezvous, 2430 Broadway, Uptown Oakland. Come visit them. It's a beautiful venue. And I hope that you have learned a lot and that you come back next month. We do this once a month, every first Thursday of the month. April 4th is our next show, and I promise you it'll be just as exciting. So, y'all get your bedroom bounce on.
Go out and do
keep
it.
And keep it sexy.
And safe.
And safe. That's right. Good night.